Next thing, we see 2 other rockets go up and the helicopters explode. And she just thumps the table. And she points to an elf, the level silent helper, says, "That's it. We have no choice. Fetch me the naughtier list." And he's like, "Ooh." And then we cue over to a training bit with you guys who are, unsurprisingly, the naughtier list. So we'd probably have a little montage scene where you're probably coming in because you're somewhere in this secure military facility outside of Santa's area. And you're being summoned to the head of the area by Mrs. Claus, who runs the secret area. So you're in the room, we come through, you probably have a brief training montage, whether you're doing pumping the muscle or crunching the nutcrackers with your hand.
Getting an amazing suit on. Black suit, white shirt, black tie, sunglasses. Okay, Mrs. Claus.
Even it's
you're invited into it.
Yeah, even it's we are in the North Pole. I'm still wearing my tank top. So
well, you're in an undisclosed facility, so you're not near, but you're not that far away from the North Pole. Yeah,
I'm doing
because we have to do a travel montage.
Yeah, doing the pull up, and of course it has to zoom in on my bulky muscles.
That's awesome.
And 80s music cues in.
Yeah, I have a dirty T-shirt with a hot dog, and I eat and I drip some mustard on my belly, and I have some quite. I have flip-flops and quite old, rusty chinos.
I think I'm dressed. Definitely in kind of a tuxedo, but one of those kind of Oriental type of tuxedos where you don't really have a tie, but you have kind of that high collar type thing. And I'm looking kind of anxious, but I'm looking like I need to be doing something.
I've also got one of those, like ear mic.
Oh yeah, everybody
with the plastic, like spiral sort of thing coming out of my ear.
Mr. Anders.
Yeah.
So you're summoned
the spit of Agent Smith.
Yeah. So you're spit into this room, which is familiar to probably more akin to like that heartwarming Hallmark / kids thing, where it is the room full of books and the smell of cinnamon and gingerbread but it's kind of like the lights lowered a little bit from its closet behind the desk as you're all sitting around into this. So instead of like a military setup, this is the only bit when we cut into this room where you've got, it's kind of like nice and really like an old folks home, really, off of a high fashion bit. It says, right, we've got a crisis. First of all, but as going around, the elf you see earlier that summoned you is going around with a plate with milk and cookies around with everybody.
Mrs. Claus, you look wonderful. You just look wonderful. As I mentioned,
we don't have any time for the niceties here. Right now, this is the situation. So she plays back the scene that you see earlier with that. It looks like them, which is those haters eradicating merriment. In case you were wondering. I spent ages going over that to deal with it. Them have seized Santa on Christmas Eve. Their aim is to try and bring down Christmas one more time and ruin it for all the good children. And the ones who at least try.
I don't need the specific. just drop me to them, and they will feel the pain.
They'll get the candy cane of pain.
Yeah.
They will get
Okay.
the lump of coal.
That's fine. Okay. Get
Yeah,
yourselves
prepare
ready.
for a very bad
It's-
puns, Bruce. So yeah, you ask for it.
Oh God, this is exactly what it is. It's just like the cringe factor.
Yeah.
So you're heading over, and it's cutting to the opening scene, and you're invited to do it. You come from into it. The Black Hawk helicopter, which is obviously in red,
Does
is
the
flying
front
there.
of it have a flashing red light on the front of
Of
its
course.
nose?
Well, the bit with the warning lights are kind of more in the Christmassy green and red. But somebody is kind of painted. It's kind of like a very dark red. I suppose it's really black, but the nose cone is actually red. So you take off, you fly into it. You get your helicopter pilot, who is just obviously unnamed elf guy, flying it, mirrored shade, aviator shades. And you fly and you take off. And it says, your mission is go in there, stop them, rescue Santa, and by all means, save Christmas. Your last resort.
How long do we have?
So you have got, technically Christmas Eve is supposed to start. You have 10 hours. And that's including the flight time, which is probably going to take an hour to get there.
Okay.
The
Thank
clock
you,
is
Watches.
ticking.
We will get right on it, Mrs. Claus.
Basically,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is like Commando. If you know how time works in Commando.
Yeah.
It goes into there. So we have that scene. You take off in the helicopter. It flies around. It's trying to keep low and taking a different approach from it. You're all sitting there. The pilot plays rock and roll music, rock and roll jingles of Christmas themes to try and hum it up into that style and fly around into the zone Black Hawk is coming down. Yeah.
Wham is playing in the background. Last
No,
Christmas.
no, this is not a horror film.
Is Mariah Carey the boss at the end?
Yeah.
But so the helicopter flies around. Next thing you hear a whoosh, a bang. The helicopter shakes, and you're hearing a lot of whoop 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 as the helicopter is coming down into it. So to start off this scene, I'm going to ask you to make basic. Just looking for there. It will be. He tries to remember the right phrase, but it will be something from it. Unless you come up with a suggestive way, it will be a nerves and stunt. So you're looking at your nerves dot, and then you're looking at your stunt, which is under brawn.
Okay.
Nerve and stunt. So you can use any of the. It's not
Yes,
related
you
to
can
the-
mix and match.
Cool that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I love this.
normally linked,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
you can swap them around depending on what the GM requires.
yeah. So
Or
you
what
add
you
the total
described
of
to me,
the.
it sounds like, this sounds like a thingy with a thingy roll.
Yeah, so you add the total
that's a
of the
crit.
ability and the skill. Okay.
I've got
Yeah.
So I've got a
just looking for a basic. I trust, yep.
two of a kind.
Crit.
You
Nope.
get more
nothing.
than that. Then you'll get higher than that, just like anything.
I
I got the
nothing.
basic.
So you got
I
the
got
basic.
nothing.
You got nothing.
You got one of each.
One of each.
Do you don't have parkour or anything?
Do parkour? Where is it?
I have
Or
parkour.
anything is. Right. Like
I'm the
to
one
that
a
parkour.
different character.
No.
It's just parkour gives you the free reroll. Okay. So unfortunately you get a bit battered as the pilot the helicopter comes down.
Yeah,
crash
Can I,
probably.
can I use my crit to cushion his fall?
Okay, you could do that.
Well, I got a crit, so do you know what I mean? I was thinking I'd
Yeah,
be able
it
to.
gives you an
I
extra.
could
It
see
basically
him.
gives you an extra
I could see
thing.
him going about to smash up, so I was able to scooch in and basically I saw his seatbelt had come undone, so I immediately just just casually lean forward, clip his seatbelt together, and then sit back and clip mine in, ever so just so casually.
Yeah. So it does crash in from it. Now, the only thing is you were never going to save was the pilot. Because the pilot comes in, he brings it down, but unfortunately gets in. Doesn't go back to his elf wife and kids. So.
Yeah, I take his elf
but-
tag. His
Yeah.
his
just kidding.
exotic.
But here's that. You're just saved. Manages to pull. You manage to pull you back from it, from the edge. The helicopter is definitely down now. You are still a few clicks away. You're in a forested area, round from it. As you're kind of gaining your senses a bit and gathering your equipment, you can hear the sound of what sounds like snowmobiles coming up
to us.
Coming towards in your general direction, and you see sort of little flashes of lights.
Wow.
Yeah, you need to hide.
You think it's our taxi or not?
I'm wearing a black suit with sunglasses. I step out of the helicopter. Just
underneath my or over my black kind of tuxedo-ish thing, I'm wearing a very puffy white winter coat, it's definitely like Arctic wear.
Yeah, I put the last piece of hot dog in my mouth and grabs my gun from behind my
Festive meal hot dogs.
The large,
Vienna
large hot dog.
sausages. He's got a can of Vienna sausages.
And I have a podcast, an old threadbare podcast on me too.
Mine still has the price tag on the sleeve.
Yeah. I'm still wearing my.
I thought the Christmas tag would be.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm still wearing my tank top, but having a red scarf around my neck.
That's awesome.
You wait while I catch you there and go, yes, exactly. So, as you can see a mobile come up. The familiar Parker eyes coming out from it. Basically, if you imagine, I think Die Hard 2 with the Special Forces guys coming along, it's kind of a bit like that. They're out from it. They park a little bit behind from it. So you've got some time. Are you just standing there, or?
I feel it's cold, so I grab the Santa's hat from the elf and put on myself, and then I take cover somewhere.
Okay, so you're just going to take cover from it. That's fine.
Taking cover as well.
Yeah, I'm taking cover, but I've got my gun out.
Yeah.
So the military background, the military knowledge and strategy and coordinating, has a mechanic role or just.
So what happens is when you're trying to do something that's to that theme, regardless of what the role is, as long as it's Slayer. So if you're I'm trying to rouse the speech, get the troops together, come up with a tactic, or I want to try and come up with a plan of attack or something like that, you would roll. And if you didn't get liked earlier because you didn't get success, you can use your free reroll to do it. Normally you get to reroll only if you get a basic. And then the risk is you've got to get a higher roll than that to to do well. So that's the gamble of it, or lose it.
I'm trying to tell, maybe you hide and maybe I pretend that I'm the only person and you can ambush them.
When he says that, I put away my gun and I take out my submachine gun.
Okay, so you're getting ready for a fight into it. So you're trying to lure them in because they're doing the search. They've stopped a little bit further back into that. So let's try and see how well you do. You're hearing shouts. If you're standing on there, there's a couple of saying, put your gun down, put your weapons down. Get on the ground. These two of them point back. Two others are sitting back. I'm not giving numbers because the way this works is there is enough into this. Because bad guys come out and go, damn.
I'll step out and say, you have been put on the naughty list. And
so you're going to commit to them.
Yeah.
So start action.
These are naughty people.
Yeah, not naughtier people, but just naughty people.
They're just naughty
and that's
people.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to the action phase. So everybody kind of describes what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. If
I'm
if
going
you are
to shoot
blasting,
some bad guys.
Yeah.
So
if
that
you are
will be
blasting, I'm
surprisingly a
blasting.
nerves and shoot. Yeah.
And we started blasting.
So they are probably about, I would say, about medium range for it.
Okay. So that's 7 dice.
Paul, I'm
for
hearing
me.
you start off first. So because it's the way this goes, you guys go, then there's a reaction from it. So it kind of happens, and then it's the end of that round. Because the round happens simultaneously because they start shooting back in that stage. But this happens in a scene.
Yeah.
So that's a crit and a basic.
So we're looking for a crit.
So I am gonna re-roll then. I'm gonna push. Gunslinger. I get a free re-roll. So,
if you're using a pistol and
sorry, but I got a push.
It
re-roll.
depends on the type of weapon you're using. It is specific with gunslinger. Gunslinger is for pistols or revolvers only.
I'm using the submachine gun at the moment, so I don't get the free roll. It's a re-roll. I have to get an additional thing for. So that's a 4 of a kind.
Okay.
Well, that's 3.
That's 3. Yeah. So I open up on I open up on the bad guys.
So the ones that were coming in close, you just wipe them out. They are taken out. For it.
So I literally just calmly step out of the helicopter, reach into the side paths, adjust my sunglasses, and then just walk forward. You have entered the naughty list. Literally just like 3 short bursts, and I take out the 3 around me and move towards one of their snowmobiles.
It is a little bit for the snowmobiles, but yeah, you can move in that direction. That's what your basic move allows you to do. It's quick action. You can also use your basic to do into cover. Cover is like partial cover, which means you take a -3 dice penalty to being when you're trying to do an action, but you gain 3 dice to defend against an attack. Or you can go full cover, but you can't do anything to attack, but you do ignore any damage, but you don't do anything.
Yeah. No, I'm not going in cover. Just striding 26 towards them.
So the rest, everybody else, you've just seen Junji just walk out, say you're on the naughty bam, take out some of the folks.
I'm thinking of the get down action, feat. Do I have to save my action to be able to
get
use
down's
that?
a reaction, so get down only happens in the reaction phase. We're on the action phase. There will be a reaction phase.
Yes,
get down works in the reaction.
We get an attack and then we get defend, and then we get attack and then we get defend.
I don't have to save my action, so I can.
You
Yeah.
can just
Attack.
like
It's-
I
it's-
walk
it's-
in or roll up
it's not
a snowball
Dragonbane.
and throw it at them.
I got 2 basic successes.
Unfortunately, you need a critical, so
So I
So
can't
you
put them
could
together.
you could push, but you'd lose the basics. You wouldn't get anything, but it might be worthwhile.
well, you only
pushing.
lose one of the basics, sort of thing,
Yes.
which means
Yeah,
you're just left with a quick action.
Well, it depends how many dice you re-roll. Because you could re-roll the 2 dice that 2 of the dice that went into the basic and hope for the best, so to speak.
It's a gamble.
Yeah,
It is.
I should
It is a big
reroll.
gamble.
If I reroll 1 die, I have it's just 2 and 6 to get us.
Well, it's a 2 and 6 or
1
1
in
and
3.
3 chance of getting it. Yeah, this was the fun that I also had the project producer and they were working out the odds. Wait, why am I trying to re-roll all these dice and keep one of my things? Why don't I just roll this one dice? Because there's a 1 in 3 chance of it happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
I reroll 1 die, and I just
You're wanting one of these to be a critical, or you're going to lose that.
so I'll see what to roll. Oh, I got a critical.
Critical and a basic.
Yeah, and basic. Yep.
Yeah, so you got a critical on the basic, so you do take out another 1. The basic allows you to do a quick action. That means move, you can reload, you can sing harsh language at them. It's kind of something that's simple and quick.
I run and I slide jump over a kind of snowy dune or
Little
something
snowy hill, yeah.
while I shoot,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the shooting is brawn and fight, right?
Shooting
Uh,
is nerves
It's
and
nerves
shoot
and
if you want to use the
nerves and
gun.
shoot.
Nerves and shoot. Okay. And I add if I have any bonus, I add the bonus.
You
From
add
your
that as
weapon.
well, so
Yeah.
yeah.
We're medium
okay.
at the moment. So
Yeah, I will
And you want to
spray.
defeat critical.
Yeah, I will spray them with my assault rifle. So I have nerve 3 and shoot 3, so 6, and +1 in the assault rifle. So 7 dice.
nice.
Come on.
Oh yes, you're the soldier.
Oh,
Critical
nice.
and a basic success.
Nice. That means you could re-roll 2 dice and hope to get better. And you just and if
Nope,
you don't,
I know
you just lose the
candidates
basic.
quickly.
You just lose the basic.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
I'll
just
try.
re-roll 2 of the dice, which
I press the R button, right, to reroll, right?
Well, you've got the free reroll
Oh, the free? Okay.
because you've
Yeah.
got basically the one that's the rifle marksman.
For the rifle, yeah.
Two critical, if I
Ooh,
understood
nice.
this correctly.
2 crits.
That's 2 crits, so
Awesome.
that's 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
I'm going to spray them with my submachine gun in a very similar way as Paul's character. So Drosselmeyer goes, "You're not going to get any Christmas presents." 2 basics. So I'm going to re-roll 2 dice, right?
Yeah.
So I have 2 basics. I have 2 basics.
That means you lose one of your
One of the basics.
basics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You spray, but you don't hit them. Anything. You kind of, what makes it worse is as much as you thought you were going to get the presents, they have already grabbed some presents, obviously by touch. Right. So, so you destroy those presents, but
Yeah,
you don't hit
I-
them.
I'm so disappointed that I'm so disappointed seeing the presents. It's like, what the hell?
I had a good line that you ruined it.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. So there's some left. They do fire back because they're like, oh, my word, you're still alive, getting back to it. So they're going to shoot back at everybody. Going through. Nobody's claimed that they're going into cover or anything, so it's going to be a straight up. They will do 3 crit if they hit you if you don't get a critical roll, so you're looking for 3 of a kind. Because they're shooting you, it's a bronze and stunt to avoid.
Bronze and stunt. Oh, cool. All right. I will literally I just do it.
I was just going to say, for those, because I know John was asking about Get Down, I think you've got the 2 that you have to spend an adrenaline point. Everybody's got 1 marked on their sheet.
Yep.
But you have to spend an adrenaline point to do that action as well, and it's a full action. So just be a heads up, it costs you an adrenaline point to do that if it is something. I would save it for when things get actually tough.
Yep. It's a critical difficulty. At the moment, I've got a basic, so I'm going to push.
So there it goes. Firing, they're all popping up, yeah.
That is a basic and a crit. So literally, you just see me split into 4 or 5 different pieces of me as the bullets just go around and through.
So I got 2 basics. I can reroll one of them, right?
Yes, you always got, as long as you've got a basic, you can always do a roll. Reroll.
Okay. I don't understand.
And you rerolled, so you didn't. Because if you don't, you'll get 3, but minus whatever the basics are.
I have to choose which one to reroll, or I got. I don't understand what I got.
I didn't understand the dice roll. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah,
4 dice. You roll.
It's so much easier.
I got another.
So basically, you got 2 more basics, but you would lose one because you rerolled. Because so you didn't get the additional. You needed a crit. At least one would be a crit.
Okay.
So the thing is, you'll take 2 points of damage if you've got that, because you still keep 1 basic, and 1 basic reduces the damage by 1.
So I take 1.
Generally, you'll take 3, but you'll.
Okay, 2. So where do I mark from the left or?
It's just your grit. It's your see that thing that's got the mad box.
Yeah, it goes to the left.
Yeah, it goes from right to left. Yeah, so it goes from there
bad
up to the heat. Yeah.
Yep. So from the left to right.
Heat.
Yeah. So hot is your last thing you should ever cross off. It just goes along that line.
Okay, so from the left. Okay, understood.
Yeah. So bad is like when you've taken the 8 grit.
Okay, to broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. So who? So right, John, you got.
I think I lost 1.
You've got the same sort of thing. So I would say that, yes, you've taken 2 as well from that.
Ow.
It's kind of more like a bit of pressure and hit or flip or that whole
I don't have time
or
to
you
bleed.
have to duck. Yeah.
I don't have time to bleed.
I do like the response to that. Well, do you have time to duck? He just fires the grenade launcher and ducks as a great little bit. Oh.
All right, so I have a basic. I'm only rolling 4 dice, so I have to re-roll 2. And if
you don't have to, you could just suck it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna suck it up. I'm like Action Man.
No. So you've got a little thing at the back of your eyes.
Yeah, my hair is really, really short and fuzzy. No, I just ended up with a basic 2 1s.
Well,
So you lose the basic.
Oh, so did you end up with 2 basics?
Yeah. No. I've only got 1 basic, so I lost
So
the
you
basic.
lose the basic.
I lose the
So you take
basic.
3
Right. So
damage.
unfortunately,
So I have-
that's even worse. That's 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's 3. Yeah.
So that's 3
Well,
right now.
because you rolled the 4 dice, you
Yeah, I
didn't
rolled
keep,
4
right?
dice.
He rolled 4. He got 2 basic, but then
or
he
1
re-rolled.
basic. 2 dice.
Oh, you
but
got 1
basic.
1 basic.
I re-rolled my 2 dice, but I didn't get anything to increase the
Ah.
basic, so I
So you
lost
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's a gamble.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So gamble that you should do.
Okay. So we're going to do one more action scene because pretty much you're going to wipe them with the floor by this. And then we'll cut to it because basically you've done enough damage to them. So who wants to just do the final sort of move?
I will go. I'm sorry, but I think you're going to be Ginger dead.
Oh, my gosh. It's like Hogmas here.
Oh, sorry, did you find that a bit stale?
This is more like Hogmas than anything.
Okay, I've got 1 success, so I got 2. I'm gonna push.
Still critical. I'm looking for
Yeah. I'm gonna push. So that's fucking hell! Look at that. So that's
Weak.
4 skulls and 3 of whatever they are.
Nice.
So that's
Nice. Awesome.
Blood on the snow.
So you do manage to take out the rest pretty quick. I think that's just what happens in that scene from it. So they're down. They look a bit like down, out. You look at them. It's definitely the recognized mercenary unit, them. You can tell from it. So you do have that. Kicking about.
Do we know which direction that we're supposed to be going in? Like, do we just assume?
Oh yeah, so
go where they've
just
come
that
from?
that direction is to it's just simple. You go that direction.
Yeah.
into
So
it.
I
Always
immediately jump on a skidoo.
So there are plenty of snowmobiles around, so you can certainly get on one from it. You're kind of seen as recognize them from it. If nobody else is claiming anything else at this point, because this is
I'll hop on
really
a skidoo.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
have
get on.
they got assault rifles? Just pick up. I'll just pick up a bit more bullets from my SMG. Just make sure I don't run out.
Yeah.
So well, basically you'll be topped up for your SMG. So you're not run out from it.
I search.
And some clips for my for my gun, my handgun.
Yeah.
I search.
Well,
one
basically
of
you're
them.
going to be full up from it. Yeah. So
Or-
you take off, you head off. But as you jump on, oh my God, which film could I rip this scene off? As you're all getting on board, you notice up ahead, because they kept their distance, 2 more of the guys in the parkers through the trees on their snowmobile see you and then take off.
Oh no, we're
as they go
chasing
through
them.
that.
Chase them.
Yeah.
Looks a bit like a return of the.
You need a need because they could be a warning and you could ruin your forthcoming.
They could be a return of the. Can't think of it. A return of the Santa.
Yeah. I've got my pistol
A return
out
to
now.
sender.
I've got my pistol out. I'm driving my skidoo.
Yeah.
You can do
if
that.
If there is enough skidoo, I will.
Oh
skidoo
yes,
one.
yeah. Or you can, or one of you can jump on the back of another's. The room for
If
2.
we don't get them, it might be the Endor of Santa.
I'm just picturing this as Endor is a good. I was thinking of James Bond, and the
I'm guessing
skidoo.
No, James Bond will up the rating of this.
Yeah. All right.
I will ride behind John character.
Okay.
Jump on.
John Bond.
Come on.
You stand there and flex your muscles like.
So we've got a need as you're chasing these through.
Mm-hmm.
As they're going through this forest. See, this is what you're trying to do. They're obviously heading to some direction, probably to set off the alarms and give the warning. Because you're in a chase.
Yep.
All your guys have at least. We're just going to keep it simple. It's 1 and 3 from it. So who is driving and who is a passenger?
I'm driving.
I'm
driving
driving.
as well.
Now, I have skills in motorbikes. Does that help me at all?
That will, oddly enough, that will count for this. It's always like I rigged it to count, because otherwise it would be a useless speed.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So, yes. Ma'am, you say you're a passenger and you're with John.
Yeah, I'm behind Owl, yeah.
Okay. So, we are looking for need. You're at a speed of 1. Unfortunately, there is something I do genuinely need. Paul knows what I need on the box.
Oh, yeah, need and speed. Yeah.
I need the need for speed.
Needs for speed.
Because you start at what? Well, a little fancy dial.
Okay, so where are we?
So
It's
each
the
of you
speedometer.
who are the drivers are at a speed of 1.
Yeah.
So every time you're trying to do your drive,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to, as he says, because he tries to get this, but this is the bit I find annoying. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care about rides, don't care about all that. What I care about is the chase. So starting speed is 1, roll from it. So it's a similar with action and reaction.
Mm-hmm. So
You're going to need to be 8 is what you're looking for.
Okay.
You have,
8.
yeah, so you're looking to try and do this within 3 turns.
Yeah.
Enter. So
Wow.
every time you roll, it's nerves and drive.
Yeah.
You increase your shoot. Passengers can try and do something else like nerves and shoot and things like that to try and take them down. If you get a critical success, if you get a basic, you're maintaining your speed. If you fail, you lose your speed. But there's also, in the reaction, there are options to reduce it.
Do we get an additional dice because of the speed or not? That's just
No.
No.
The speed is just what you will end up. Each of you will try and counter up. So generally it goes for the slowest person with multiple people. So it will go up by 1 into it. So it represents you as a group.
Okay. So I have nerves of 3 and drive of 3.
Yeah, so you're rolling nerves and drive. The passenger can come up with suggestions what they want to do. So shoot.
I will try to shoot.
Give positive reaffirmment. Be a backseat driver. Watch out for that. You drive worse than you could do things like that as much as you want.
So what I'm envisioning that Dido and Yun are driving together, and Paul and I are on our own. Is this correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I will stand on the motor on the skidoo and shoot one of them, maybe in the gas tank to explode.
That's quite. You're going to look for a really good roll for that because that effect. Because this is generally about chasing and getting to the top. So if everybody fills up that bar,
Yeah.
That could be your end effect. Like I hit the bar and then the end it blows up, sort of thing. So this plays to a trope because the idea is we want to keep the chase going enough to interest the audience.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
But not to do that role playing thing. I just walk up and shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
But you can still hit the box. You can still shoot, and it applies to the speed and damage because it might slow them down a bit, sort of thing.
Yeah, I will try to shoot to slow them down. Okay.
Yep.
So,
And I got a crit.
Okay, so crit will increase your speed by 1.
Mm-hmm.
I have. I'm pushing.
I
So-
got three basics.
I've got a crit and a basic.
I got a
I
crit.
I got 3 basics.
With my
So
luck,
the
I'm not
basic
losing.
is unfortunately,
Reroll.
so your crit allows you to go up 1. Your basic just allows you to do something else. Maybe
Okay,
press
so-
the horn.
Okay, so do I just go up 1 for?
Yeah, so your speed goes up by 1. Yeah.
Okay, and we've got to get to 8 in 3 rounds.
It's doable.
So
But
can I reroll?
everybody adds to the speed. So your speed is 1.
My
right.
speed.
Thing is 1.
Yeah.
So,
So that's-
so
Okay.
all your everybody who gets a critical adds up to
Yeah.
that.
Got you.
Yeah.
But you're
So
right.
so-
If I did it
Yes,
like tracking you individually,
Individual. Yeah, I was thinking
It
it was
wouldn't
individual. I'm
be-
thinking, oh,
No.
Yeah,
We're gonna.
yeah, you're not going to make it. If
So
you did
are
that.
we at
Yeah.
2 or 3?
I will try
You're
to
up to.
reroll.
We're at
Yeah,
2.
I will try to reroll. I got 3 basic successes. I'll try to reroll if it's okay.
3 basic successes is a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
3.
Then, okay,
So
that's
3 to 1, 1 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So you have got
Then
a
I
crit.
got
So
a
that's
crit.
another one. John?
I got a crit too.
Oh,
Nice.
excellent. So you are up to 5. Now 5 gets
5.
interesting.
Oh, because
Because-
we started with 1,
Oh.
right?
Because you're in impending danger because you're going really fast.
Mm.
So you've kind of now done the gambles. So that means if you push and you gamble, your 1s start doing grit damage to you. So the equivalent of your
Oh.
1s or the little skulls start
the
hurting you.
skulls. So if you get lots of skulls, that's bad. I got
Yeah.
like just there. I got a crit on the skulls. Oops.
So skulls are 1s or 6s? 1s, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's what
you've
I'll
got
use.
5 boxes filled because it gets filled at the end of the action.
Mm-hmm.
So
we
what
go-
they're doing, because they're dealing with multiple, and the way I'm handling it looks like it's 1, but they're doing various things against you to slow you down. So everybody's kind of getting through. So what one of them's doing is he's actually shooting the branches to come down or for you and create an obstacle. So that's going to be a bronze and a drive for the people who are on the things, and a bronze and endure for the passenger.
Okay.
And again, we're looking for it.
Chris?
So it's
Right,
usually
I currently have not got it, so I'm going to re-roll.
so critical
And I got a crit.
is there.
Yeah, I got a basic, so I will reroll.
Yep, I got the same. Oh, shit. I just got a basic and I lost it.
Yeah. I got a critical and a basic.
So I got nothing.
Okay, so your motor's not looking good, so your speed goes down by 1. Paul, did you get a
I
crit?
got a crit.
So you keep your speed. Mohammed,
Uh oh.
I should
Where's
really
mine?
look because I can see you
Oh.
down at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, sorry. This is John. Oh, yeah.
So I can see John's got that. Plus, he's got an option for our basics.
Yeah, I got a critical and a basic as well.
Crit and a basic. So that's good. So you're down to 4. So that's going to be fine because you're down to 4, so you're not needing to worry about the 1s. But we're still in the second bit of the chase because you've not completed the bar.
So
Stop them.
Bruce, when I have a free reroll, okay.
Yep.
Does that mean that I can have another reroll?
So yes. So what can happen is your free reroll means you can roll even if you didn't score any basic success.
Oh yes.
You can
okay.
reroll before. Then you can go that top. Your free reroll as well is you don't require getting higher than there. So if you get basic and then you don't get anything to increase it, you don't lose the basic.
Oh, so I have a basic then.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's a free reroll.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Understood.
Now you can.
And then you can use the rerolls as general, but you only get to use that free reroll once in that.
And that's an all or nothing. If you don't succeed, you lose everything.
Okay, so I can push that second roll.
You can push twice. Basically.
Okay, so I'm going to try to push that second time.
So you can
and
use
I did not get it, so I did lose everything. So
how many ones did you get?
One.
So that will be one crit as well. Because it's a dangerous roll.
Yeah.
That we're on.
Okay.
So you're getting a little. This is to represent like the hitting, scraping of the bars onto it.
It might be impossible, but we have to do it.
Yeah.
So if we roll all or nothing, you get penalties if you roll the skull, the ones, right? Or
you get penalties at times in what's called dangerous rolls. And chases are usually combat or dangerous rolls if you get all into it. I'm usually quite relaxed. I just say you get it if you do the rerolls, if you buck up at the end. Generally, sometimes it reads as you should get them constantly. I'm like, that's just crippling the characters, and that's not fun.
No.
So that is that round. We're back to the next one. You will get it because you're at speed 4, but you still need to make a basic to keep your speed up. Otherwise, your speed goes down. Well, at least 3.
That's a crit and a. I take two stress. I got 2 skulls, but it's a crit and a basic.
Yeah, I'll try to shoot to slow them down as well.
Yeah.
So nerves and.
That's knocked us up to 6 then.
And I got a crit and a basic. And I got a 1 that I haven't re-rolled, but I get a free re-roll, so I'll re-roll. No, that's a 3.
I got 3 basics.
Yeah, that 3 will do you perfectly. And that 3 will do you perfectly. Yeah, so you're definitely all caught up. You certainly catch up with these guys just before they go, and you see in the distance what is like a SAM unit, like almost like they just pulled one out of the thin air and dumped it on this ground, and there's a unit up there. But you manage to catch up before they signal and warn it. As you catch up, and they're just about to wave, one of you guys kind of like starts slowing down, and one of you guys can easily get up and then just grab them, pull them down, and finish them off if you want.
Oh, that sounds like a Paul move, or a jump.
Oh no, it's not me. I reckon it's a.
Who's got good decks?
It's not a move. This just happens. Yeah. This is like
probably
jump. I'm not making anybody roll because you've got the thing. I'm not making anybody roll. Say it. You'll take them out.
Most probably it's Dido did it because he's
probably jump.
Basically, you want to do it quietly because surprisingly enough, blowing something up for gunfire.
I would probably jump from the snowmobile to the other snowmobile and get behind him and crack his head and take the snowmobile.
Yeah, because you probably shot one of them, he fell off, and the last one's there about to signal, and you just throw him into it. So this happens just on the outskirts of Santa's town. of it. You see the glowing lights, and just on the outskirts, you see the SAM missile away, and the patrols going around. So you have arrived at your destination, and it appears you have not set off alarms. So that is the situation you're at. I'm just wondering if this will be a point where you can stop and recon, and it gives you a moment for a timeout.
What's the timeout?
It gives you a chance
commercial.
to breathe very quickly. That's the wrong bit. That's the wrong bit. Yeah, so sorry, it's catch a break, so it means you recover all your grit, basically. It's not a timeout. Timeout's longer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Break
like
this to gain an impossible success when fighting with a pencil.
And I will never break that pencil. I see, that's the problem. You don't want to break the pencil ever.
No.
It's just like, unless you order. I'm tempted to maybe see, because you used to get the pencils with the lettering on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it with a fountain pen once. It just wasn't the same thing.
The laundry.
So you're now on the outskirts. You can catch a break from it, and you can now plan your next move, whether you be stealthy or loud and proud, or.
So what's above? Like what? Who are they trying to signal?
They were trying to signal the nearby group who were on patrol, but they weren't paying attention. They're just doing their usual rear guarding and doing the perimeter. If they got close enough.
So what does the perimeter look like? What does the compound look like?
So it's just basically science area, but what they've done is they've dug a few snowy banks and little trenches. It's like suddenly this place where the attack happened because suddenly it's like a military fortified installation, which shouldn't really happen that quick. But that's what's happened. They've got like a SAM missile unit, anti-aircraft from it. We'll probably rip off all the Russian weapons, or Eastern Bloc weapons.
So the most important question is, do they have Christmas lights and decorations?
There is Christmas light and decorations on the buildings, because this is like Santa's bit.
Yeah, so okay, all right. So it's decorated, so it looks nice. It looks Christmas.
In the centre is the town. On the outskirts, there is entrenchments and fortifications and military pop-up bits.
Okay.
Around the grounds, you can see guys going around, and of course, very nasty, angry-looking dogs.
They don't have Christmas cheer.
No, these people. In fact, some of them are even just smashing the decorations.
Oh, bastards.
Do we know roughly how many there are?
A lot. This is all I'm saying. There's a lot of them. They're patrolling up and down.
No, I'm just saying, because obviously if there's a lot, we're not going to go gung-ho straight in.
No.
Basically.
No, we need to stealth in.
Yeah, do recon first. Check if there is any vulnerability.
So you would have to do a recon, but from your instant point, you have no idea from it.
Who's good at recon?
We could make a diversion, maybe, but that will, of course, reveal that we're here. But they may run at another place. It depends on how much time we need.
Maybe we can blow any of this guard.
Well, we just need to get to the. We need to get to the Nutcracker Brigade to release the Nutcracker. Obviously, they've wound down the Nutcracker, and we just need to basically charge up the Nutcracker Brigade to basically save Santa.
That's right. I like the diversion bomb. Does anybody have a timer for a bomb?
I think we could maybe use the snowmobiles and let them run with something flaming in the tank. So after a while it explodes.
Yeah. We'll
It's
send
almost
the-
like you would unscrew the tank, put a little rag thing and light in. That's going to do the trick. It's somehow that does the trick.
And we'll get our duct tape because everybody has duct tape, and we'll duct tape the rev, the whatever I want to call it a pedal, but I know what anyway, and wrap it so that it just
Throttle.
automatically goes, right?
Throttle.
Yes.
We could use
biker.
Thank you, Paul.
Biker.
Biker.
Yeah, we can use one of the bodies to strap it on the bike and ho 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 on the t-shirt.
Well, no, even better. We just need to we need to tie a few socks around the throttles. Just take socks off the guys. They're gonna have socks. Put a few socks over their heads, because then we could basically shoot the Sukadua towards them in almost sort of like mistletoe.
Oh my God! Oh, Paul! Holy cow!
Someone's getting so much coal for Christmas.
So much coal. So much coal. Don't put up.
It's a requirement of the game, I thought.
Oh my
That's
God!
true. It is.
I think it is. Yeah.
This game is like the cheesy catchphrases. I think it's just difficult for people to come on their own, so they give you the basics. But I did a couple for Festive for 2 of the characters, and the other 2 I just went with what is on the sheet because I was like, I can't think of anything right now, and they're going to come up with something anyway.
Yeah. All right.
So So there is a thing about your catchphrases and the flaws. If you bring them into the game, effectively, that gives you a spotlight. I know some of you managed it more than once, but just give everybody an additional adrenaline point. So you should be at 2 now.
Can you help if I will help the agent, Ginger, or he could help me, or she?
Yeah. I'll
it helps usually just I think the way it works is just an additional dice.
Yep. So that'll knock it to 6 dice. So I'll as I said, I wrap the
So what you're doing? Yeah. I'll do this and I'll write the funny little thing.
How many can help?
I would say I'm going to stick to the.
The
I need to look up proper, but I'm going to stick to the free league 1, 3 up to 3 people can help. Because otherwise it gets.
So
I think generally it's 1 in this game, but it's.
So is we going to say 1 dice per helper?
Person. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
theoretically, I think it's supposed to be 1.
8 dice.
When I last.
Let's see how this mistletoe goes. Oh, that's a. Flipping Nora, that is a 5 of a kind.
That's impossible.
That's
impossible. Hey, Paul, go and re-roll it.
So
I'm seeing
you feel lucky, surely.
How does this mistletoe go?
Okay, so your plan is to create a diversion. It's a great idea. So you send it goes by. Now, the problem is you're aiming for a bit off it, but there's a little nudge of snow, because obviously it's like a little cute little rabbit pops up, goes there, sees it, and ducks back down, and it hits the thing over, and it kind of goes a little bit off, and then you suddenly realize this is going to be a diversion going towards their supply of well-placed fuel barrels. And a missile. So it goes into there. It does go off, but it's a little bit of a louder bang.
Than we hope for.
But the good thing is it's not near you, and we see the little sparks flying up. It almost looks like
Christmas.
If it wasn't Christmas Eve, you could probably think it's the 4th of July.
Oh wait,
all the explosions.
Does the Nutcracker go up in the air like a rocket?
Well, the Nutcracker does go up. It's just like up, and its jaw is wide open as well. Like
Well, I know how to make a fa la 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 lasting impression.
Oh my god.
You might as well get these now because you're not going to get to hear them.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, we've got to get in there. We've got to get in there
Douglas,
in
if I
the
was
same
you,
nick of
I would take
time.
this along and go in. I've got a list. I've heard what's the worst. And if none of you can get even worse than that, then you're all getting your Christmas present back.
Yeah, exactly. You're all on the naughty list.
No, you can't come up with worse.
Look, even the dogs are howling.
Yeah. Come on.
So yes, it
Snowball's
goes
in
up.
your court.
Some of them are on fire. Some of them are on fire. Others are rushing. They now have got to contain this. I would also say that you've also got the sand defense bit on fire, so they've had to disable it down a bit.
So let's get in there.
That's good.
Yeah,
So that's going over in that direction over there somewhere, and you've got the run of the place for it, and they're focused on that fiery bit, and they're trying to keep out and see where you are. So we're in Santa Town, around the workshop, around the area. Are you going to try and go? It's like the factory, the workshop, the whole.
Where do we think that? Where's the most secure place to hold Santa? Do we know where Santa's currently being held?
Oh, you didn't get quite a bit from the images from the security cams because they took him away.
Okay,
but the last place was in the workshop.
No, he's
the
not gonna
workshop
be in
it is then.
No, I don't think he's going to be in the workshop. Is there like an ice igloo type thing, or
There's always an ice igloo type.
There must be an ice
penguin.
castle. Because in an ice castle, like an ice block castle, there would definitely be or an ice hotel, like in Quebec City, where even the glasses are made of ice, and the bed is made of ice. There must be underneath it an ice gym.
I wouldn't jump on that bed.
No.
just not
At least
jumping
it's
on
quiet.
it. Yeah. But anyway, so there could be something like that. But I think the first bit is the workshop from it, because you are seeing activity in the workshop.
All right.
The workshop.
From it. But you could look into there. There can be that as well.
Let's go to the workshop.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I say to everybody, don't kill any elves.
And don't kill Santa, because we don't want to be a rebel without a clause.
it's okay. Santa's a giant lobster anyway. Yeah, you're probably wishing I really did start running that troubleshooters thing if I could get to
Yeah, I know. Yeah, troubleshooters would be, I think, worse.
Or actually the new Discworld game, because I would be rocking the puns.
Oh, Discworld is
because you get bonuses for puns.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you'd be rocking that. I'd be totally lost.
So you head in. You see the bit about. I'm not going to make you roll stealth because of how well the explosion is. Yeah. So you can easily see inside a terrified hostage of people, of elves sitting around, crewing around. There is a group in there. A couple were looking out earlier, but they can't see you because they're like, what's going on? Right, we better keep going around. Keep patrol, but they're more fixated on the group around it. As they walk around, of course, they're just going to trod on the toys that have spilled as well, like little, I don't know, Malibu Barbie or whatever it is, or the baby doll Stacy or something. They just trod on it like, I don't care what this is.
Brats!
On their military.
You obviously don't have any young... Brats! It's a doll.
No idea.
Oh my gosh.
What they
Mario-
don't want they didn't want the Transformers.
Mario Kart McDonald's toys.
But anyway, you get the idea. I think I know
Paul
what you
gets all the
mean.
laughs. I start to talk about real toys, and I get shot down.
Just like
Just like real life. Okay, go on. Sorry, my bad.
sorry, but
I
you
was
do
late.
see that
It's my
scene
fault.
around, yeah. They are some of the same faces you saw earlier. In fact, one of the elves, an older-looking elf, goes up and says, "Look, please, if there's a problem, please." He's pleading basically at Christmas Eve. We've got to make these toys and save for the Christmas. Look into your kind hearts, he says to one of them. And for his words, of course, he gets the rifle butt in the face, and he's bleeding in there, terrified. Oh, come on, this is mean. This is mean. The red is on his nose. That is not right.
That's
So
The little
not gonna be
gaffer.
good
He's
for
always the
that
little
elf.
gaffer who's in charge.
Can we snipe? Like, can we try to sniper some of the, like, or silent, like use a silencer and take out some of these guards on the outside?
I'm going to say it's probably going to be, I reckon, you need to sort of break in. So whoever's going to try and break in, I'm looking for at least a minimum of 2 basics.
So
Breaking-
that
So
sounds
that will
like
be
it'd be
crime and stealth.
stealth.
or-
Yeah, only 4.
Not
I got
me.
6 in crime
Well,
and stealth.
that's you then.
Yeah, that's you, John. You.
I am not Mr. Stealth
Go
or
for it.
Streetwise
I'm gung ho.
or Dexterity. Which
Well,
is
everybody should be
picking up,
gung
isn't
ho
it?
because
Yeah,
it's
nice.
like
Extreme success, nice.
Oh,
Extreme
nice.
success
Extreme.
and basic success.
Should you reroll the
Nice.
basic?
No.
No.
Extreme is good enough.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
needed
it
2
is.
basics.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think that is because that's over and above. You can easily creep in and you get everybody in. You can easily take out one of them for it. Because you know how that phrase, nothing was stirring, not even a mouse, that is really what you have done. You creep in quietly and everybody's in because it's just like nobody notices the door. The way you've done it, it doesn't click, it doesn't make a sound, and everybody's in from it. So everybody can easily get through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the difficulty. It's just going to be a basic, just to take out a couple of the guards. There's about 4 guards, but there'll be 3 remaining for the other 3 if you want to try and take out 1 each to free them.
So,
It's up to you how you want to take them. Do you want to take them quietly, like knife?
yeah,
maybe
knife.
shoot?
Knife.
So
Knife.
that it will be a bronze in a fight, but you're just looking for a basic.
So it's a
He
bronze.
says,
fight, okay.
knowing that, I just say, you just need a, and you never get that.
Yep,
That
I
good old
got it.
GM.
I got a basic.
I got a basic.
Yeah.
I got
That's
2
perfect.
basics. I'm stepping in and
You
said,
kill him twice.
yeah, eyes to meet you.
He gets twins. He gets twin 1 and twin 2.
Thing 1 and
I
thing 2.
Think 1
This
and
is
think
not
2, yeah.
good for your elf.
Oh, man.
Thing 1 and thing 2 is probably not a good thing to suggest when you're in the Arctic setting.
No. You
So
guys.
yeah, so you're in there. The elves are like, "Oh my goodness, it's my goodness." they're kind of startled, but they're looking up there from it. So this is the time for you to try and get some Q&A.
So where is Mr. Claus?
Who's good at intimidation?
That fiend. And it's the old man it's the old one who's great. He says he's covering up. He says, "Oh, let me up, because he should really be lying down and run after the head." He says,
Yeah.
Gingy, is that you? You probably have met him because you are part of the Secret Service. Gingy. It's King.
What?
King's taken Santa.
King who?
King who?
King is the person who betrayed and Gingy.
Oh.
Yes. I never really got a chance to write that in the background, but there is a thing in the mission.
Revenge on King who betrayed you.
Yeah.
Got you. Right.
Where is this?
It's on my
He's taken them. But
On,
they've
on
got,
the mission?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the mission, but this is for certain people. Most
Yeah.
people is just like stop them and save Santa and save Christmas.
Mm.
It's
Honda.
not difficult.
Okay.
And he's going to force Santa to take off. But they put bombs in little children's presents.
No.
They're full of explosive devices. They're going to ruin Christmas. You've got to stop him. He's about to take off in Red Force 1. Which is what they call the slave.
Let's rush off to Red Force 1.
Yeah.
Get to the shopper. Get to the sledge.
I hope it wasn't by the
We've got to
supply.
make sure that Elvish does not leave the building.
Let's go.
I think I'm more enjoying watching
Tell you
Douglas
what, no,
Green.
Puns are probably up there with spiders for me.
Yeah, I
so
love
there
puns.
you go. Yeah.
I love puns. Even the bad
So do I.
ones.
Oh my
I
God.
adore the bad ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I wonder if there is a fear of puns.
There must be a fear of
puns.
puns. There must be like a
Panophobia.
psychological thing. Yeah, phobia. Yeah.
Panophobia.
Punphobia.
Nope, it just comes up with hilarious phobia puns. I did the search.
Yeah, there would just be a pun for that, right? All right. So we are running.
Anyway, so you've
we
got
are
a direction into it.
Yep.
So you're now in a race for it because they have been forced to redesign the toys and put little explosive devices in. That sack is not a jolly thing,
No.
and the only brightness will be one that would send them to the ward. So you've got a situation here. You've got to get through the town. You've still got some of them running around, so you're going to have to fight your way. You could try to be stealthy as you try and get through the area to get to pretty much it's like a runway takeoff, and it's done in all the nice neat bit where they keep the weight.
I can parkour. I can try to do some jumping and acrobatics and parkour my way over.
Yeah, I can sneak, but be prepared for action.
Okay.
So it's really about how you want to approach this. How are you going to try and get through? Are you going to be trying to be sneaky and not trigger things? Or are you going to go loud and proud?
Do they have some kind of tractor with a shovel? Maybe we could use that and just highest speed right through town.
And as the gun,
there's
as
a
the
guy
bullets
who
go,
came
they
in
come
from
off of the
the-
front of the
Exactly.
truck. Yeah.
You know what?
The fire's presence at the bad guys. And as
If you- if you want to stock up.
Oh my gosh! Exactly. Okay, so there's a bazooka that's obviously a bazooka inside the toy shop that was for some kid, and we unpack it, and we can fit in toys,
Presents.
presents that have bombs in them, and we can use those.
Yep.
There we
Just
go.
general presents.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
general presents.
Got to remember, the A-Team never killed anybody.
No, they didn't.
They couldn't kill it. They didn't hit for shit.
Well, that was the
Neither
whole-
did MacGyver, right?
I know.
I had a game system for the A-Team, but anyway.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's any dice roll I do in combat.
All right, so I'm gonna try to parkour, even though I get a free roll, but I'm not too sure if I can justify how to get in there well. But I will try.
So you're going through.
I'm gonna use
there is a hole.
Streetwise, because I think that that requires understanding how the buildings are, and I think it's a very nervy move. Because you have to be really kind of cool, and you have to have nerves of steel to be able to pull this off. Because I'm certainly not being stealthy.
Well, yeah, your parkour is quite more like how you describe a free reroll. So you're kind of describing running through it.
But I'm running through it like a parkour, even though it's a skill or whatever, a feat.
Yeah.
But that's the way I'm trying to get at.
Get down. You're trying to get through the area. Trying to get through the. You still got to get through the guys. They're still on alert.
Jumping, rolling. Yeah.
Yep. So what we're going to do is you get through. These guys are probably not the bit. So you guys are going to rush through onto it. I'm going to be looking at this like a combat scene. So whatever you describe to do it for your role, for your action, there'll be an action, reaction. But you're obviously going in fighting.
Yeah.
You're still going to get through the guards. And once you complete that, you get to that scene. Because oddly enough, when you're at that scene, we'll get to the important bit.
I don't have the bazooka. I'm using my gun. Pistol.
Okay, yeah, it's up to you if you want to try and go through it. So give me nerves and shoot for that if you want to just try and do that.
So we're going gun blazing?
I'm going gun blazing.
Okay.
3, so that's a crit. And I get to roll... a crit and a basic. So I can re-roll the basic and the other dice, right?
But you'll need... because you're generally looking for a crit.
Yeah, I've got the crit.
Get...
I've got a crit and a basic and an extra dice.
So if you can re-roll the extra dice, or...
Oh,
Yeah,
you
re-roll
mean
the extra
I'll
dice.
lose everything if I don't
You lose
get
the
an
basic.
improvement?
You'll lose the
Yes.
basic.
Yeah, you...
If you don't get an improvement, you'll lose the basic only. So you still got the crit, but it's
Okay.
might as well re-roll it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Because if you lose the basic, because you lose the basic, you don't lose the crit.
Yeah. And I
It's
get
weird. Like
and
that.
I've got Gunslinger, so I can re-roll twice.
So you
So
just
use the
take
free
that-
reroll. Yeah.
I got
re-roll, so you won't lose it.
so I got nothing for my
that's-
free re-roll.
And then you'll lose everything
Yes!
if you fail this dice.
Yes.
Okay. What you get?
4. What's it
For
called?
extreme.
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 I'm so tired tonight.
It's okay. We're not going to be playing that long.
So
It's quite all right.
you could say you got more than dice. Then. More than dice.
He's going to be seeing these in his sleep tonight.
All I'm going to be thinking of is Paul's partner in crime and how they put up with this.
I noticed his pets are not in the room.
Lots of withering stares.
I'm thinking we suddenly understand King and why he went mad.
Yes.
Yep.
And did I tell you what I found when I visited Gingy's flat? He actually had an actual Joe book on these things in the bloody toilet. He was writing them down.
Oh, where are we? Where are we there?
And so what you're doing is you're fighting through the guys.
Okay.
So you still got to get through like a mob.
Okay.
Once you finish this mob, you will be there.
Okay, so
I'm not doing this as a chase scene.
So my
Yeah,
extreme
so
is
you can do as an
just
attack or stunt.
it's gotten me through.
Yeah, I will
So
try
you've
to.
got a crit, so you've done 1 damage to it. So what happens in this? There's enemies in combat and
No, you got-
enemies.
you got-
They have a little
I got an
a certain
extreme.
little number of
Got an extreme.
bars.
You've got an extreme.
Yeah,
So that's 3 crits, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh,
I've
okay.
just got an extreme.
Yeah, so-
Impossible.
yeah.
Oof, impossible success for Yun.
Yep.
5.
Mm.
Oh, well, you can just sit back now, Bruce, and watch us roll over it.
Yeah, I will roll as well to see what will
So is
get.
that 6 of a kind impossible, or is it 5?
It's a jackpot, which basically means you save Christmas, Easter.
Did he get 6? Because
No,
I'm not
only
looking.
5.
Oh, only 5.
I only
Only
had
5.
5 dice, so
So I got a critical
Wow.
and a basic. Can I roll the? Can I do? I'm got confused about this one. If I want to increase my critical success, I will. I will.
You could potentially.
Reroll.
I wouldn't bother risking it for a biscuit.
Yeah.
I would just keep the
Yeah.
impossible. Impossible is quite impressive. Impossible is if their damage was crit.
Crit. It's 9. It's 9 crits.
9.
Okay.
Yeah, I should know
9
this
crits.
because this beeping well happened in Project
Yeah,
Medusa.
so I've had
It was
it.
just like, one guy, it's one guy, I've only got 1 bullet. Oh, they've all lined up.
Yeah, that's how the group of littlings took out the giant centipede
Yeah.
that I put up. That I was expecting them to
Oh,
run
yeah,
away
yeah.
from, and they literally killed the giant centipede. It
I-
wasn't just
I
the
more
big
imagine them
centipede,
for
it
Project.
was the fucking huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we were playing at the school household, I told this kid, "You broke the game," and even today, after like 2 years or 1.5 years, he's like, "Oh, can I break the game this time?" So,
I'll break
Okay.
you.
yeah,
Can I risk it and
do it.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it, Tito.
It's not worth it.
Always worth it.
It's not re-rolling. I don't know why.
It's an all or nothing you've got here. I'm seeing.
I got re-roll or R for re-roll or S for free re-roll. All or nothing. This is for Yun because already Yun
Oh,
got
sorry.
both
I'm
of-
looking at. Sorry. Yes. I'm getting the things. John got the impossible.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. It's you.
So
So
I'm trying
if
to-
you roll, it should be either an R or an S. But yeah,
Yeah, when I'm clicking the R, it's not working.
let me
Yeah,
try.
I can see. Weird. Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Seems to have temporarily broken. Let me just do obviously. Are you just rolling? Do another
Sure.
roll because we've already got that one up.
So roll
Just
2
roll
dice.
4 dice.
We will. I take it you're keeping the base here. You're just re-rolling the 2 ones.
So yeah, just roll 2 dice then.
And we'll look at the symbols.
So that's nothing.
So you would
Nothing
lose
else.
the basic, but you still do
Lost
a
the
crit.
basic. We got the crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you guys are rushing through because it's all crunch time. As in crunching on the ice or crunching on their face, whichever works. You're running through. You're hitting around.
We got 16 crits in that round of rolling
Oh my gosh.
between us.
Humbug.
So is that it? Did we just save Santa? It's just as simple as that.
No, we just got through the mob.
They just got through the mob. Okay.
If you did this, I understand John's feeling about every time he runs one ring. It's just like, right, here's an excellent fight. Okay, here's another excellent fight. I'm getting the impression always have a plan B and a C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No scenario survives contact with the players.
Especially a published one, I can certainly tell you.
Yeah.
It doesn't even survive the GM,
No.
the players. So you burst through. We see the scene as you run through, as you're charging through with your devices, firing off everything, sending explosions and firing around. You're weighing waste to them. I'm not even going to bother with a reaction roll from it because it's just not worth it. It's that bit we get the massive uplifting orchestral fighting music from it. You run down, you get down to this area, which is like a landing strip. It's basically, obviously the studio's found like a landing strip and filled it with ice. If you imagine from Die Hard 2, like the airport scene, except for airplanes, it is, you see the reindeer be coming out, the sled behind it. Behind him is holding a hostage is King. Around the area is a kind of looking slightly by the gear. They've got white, but they've also got Grinch masks on. It's like they've got the painted face thing, and they're almost like a Grinch style.
I'm green with envy. Paul?
What's up, Grinches?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
So
how do you do that?
They are just mean ones. They're not naughty, they are mean ones.
They're mean.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit hairy.
I don't think Mrs. Claus is listening to your radio chat.
Thank God. Mrs. Claus is...
There is a... You know how you get like a bleep machine for expletives?
Glaring, yeah.
This is for puns. All you hear is beep. This is why you're sent to the naughtier list.
Yeah.
So you do see it starting to take off into it.
Okay.
There is a bit from this. You can try and see this. It's about to take off. It will do it. But you've got these mean ones in front.
Sure.
Oh, I know what I want to do.
They see you. They're ready. They're opening fire. So
Okay.
I'm sorry, but we're going to have to make these missile toast.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I
guess we have to ice them.
Oh, Dito,
you guys have a
seriously.
snowball's chance in heck.
All right.
No be it.
Okay, I'm going to be serious, and I'm going to say that I want to warm their hearts by seducing them with my charm, and so I am going to flirt and use my nerves of steel to stand up to the bullets and change their way by flirting with their sensibilities so that their hearts go from just this little thing to 3 times as big.
A gun would just do the same, especially with a large caliber.
No, I'm trying not to kill them. It's not in the
If
Christmas
you shoot at
spirit.
that out, they put actual like a box of chocolate hearts in.
How is that friggin' possible?
I don't think you're very much on the snowball.
I rolled a basic, and that's it with 6 dice. So I'm going to push it, and so it's either all or nothing. So I'm going to push it.
Well, it's a re-roll, and then
It's a re-roll.
if you
and then
push it
it's all or
again, and if you got a higher roll, then it's an all or nothing.
nothing. No, yeah.
Okay.
Because he's got to get at least a success
Oh!
to be able to get that.
I got. Oh my god!
Suspense.
Go and tip it over.
1, 2,
And-
3, 4.
5.
It's 4. 4.
No.
4 it is.
Look at it. That's a 5.
Isn't
That's-
it? There's 2. There's 4 with 11, and then the other one's got a 3 on it. And I don't know what the other. Don't know what the.
Oh, that's
the-
2.
Green.
That's 2.
Okay, the other one's a 2. Okay, all right.
So it's 5.
All right.
5. So that's another impossible.
Yeah.
Do you want to go for all or nothing?
Yeah, go for
No. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I have flirted my way into their hearts, and I have talked about the whole meaning of Christmas. That Yahoo Dore, welcome, one and all.
Play it ain't
That's
snow.
like
that
nine.
we're gonna fall
That's-
for
Say it
his
ain't
charms.
snow.
But you know what the annoying thing is?
Their heart.
That's like 9 points.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of 9 points of damage.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it is.
Hmm.
Yes, it is.
And how many points do they have now?
And they got 9,
And they got 9.
so it takes them out.
I've warmed their hearts. They've laid
Yes.
down and they've taken on like
It made
they-
their hearts 3 sizes
You
bigger than
know
they
what?
were.
That's right.
Just to add, as it's taken off, one of them even tries to turn around to King and says, "Won't you warm and listen to the squire?" As he sings, and King just shoots for that one. As it takes, because you know what? Like, you're changing the tone. This is going to be a blooper scene.
Okay, so
It's like the Garfield phone in that ninja clip.
that was a 0.5% chance for the reroll.
Nice.
So it's, but you know what?
So what's the other
The
3
reindeer
doing?
takes off, the dodgy terriers take off, King is in there. You need to get through. What do? You can certainly have access to the spare sled and the spare reindeer.
Air Force 2.
Red Force.
Red Force 2.
2. Yeah.
Hop into Red Force 2. Who's our best pilot?
Get to the sled.
Yes.
Bear in mind, these sleds
Go to
do
the-
take
go
off.
to
This
the
is like
sledder.
I have-
Get to the sledder.
I have
Get to the
nerves.
sledder.
I have nerves 3 and shoot 3. We must go.
I tell you,
Sorry,
you guys
Frank.
are slaying the puns tonight.
Sorry, Frank. We must leave now. It sounds Austrian, I think.
I have nerves 3 and drive 2. So
I have
5.
nerves 3 and drive 3.
Okay.
And you drive.
But I'd like to actually have Dido drive. Can I assist him?
So the way, because this is going to be a chase scene, the way it works is back to the speed. So we're back to a speed chase. So what will happen is one person is the driver in this scene now.
Yeah.
So you have one. This is going to be quite a tough point. So we're looking for, I reckon you're looking for a 12.
Okay.
Try and fill up 12 bars with your speed. Again, you're trying to get through critical into it. But passengers can come up with suggestions what they can do to try and go through. So you come up with a description. What do you do? Do you try and go through? Do you narrate to your reindeer to move faster. You may come up with a suggestion of what you do to help to increase the speed. So you are committed to the action, even though you're not holding the reins, hitting the whip, as in most games. It's just that will happen into the scene.
I think that it makes much more sense that the person with the bare chest and the red scarf is the driver.
Okay, 1 point. Let's save Christmas, Rudolph. Oh, Rudolph was on.
Rudolph's on the other one. It would be Randolph.
Yeah.
Randolph Mantooth.
Mm.
No, nobody.
Randolph.
Nobody watched. It's an old show.
Nope.
Yeah, unfortunately, we could not help with that one, I'm afraid.
So,
why are you closing a scene like that?
So nerves 5, and who's helping?
I'll help. Well,
So
no,
the way it helps
if
is
you
everybody
help-
can get onto the sled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just roll, and we'll do other things.
You guys describe, and I tell them what they need to do to make it.
Yeah.
So for you, man,
Okay.
it will be a nerves
5.
and drive.
Yeah, so 5.
Yep.
A crit
Yeah,
and
an
a
idea.
basic.
Okay, so that will at least push the speed up by 1 if you
Cool.
choose not to reroll or anything.
Do we start at 1 or do we start at 0?
0.
Start at 1. You always start at 1.
So we're at
okay.
2 now.
You do not want to go to 0.
Okay, so we're at 2.
2. Cool.
Yeah, at the moment at 2. But
Okay.
unless
Could I,
Ravage decides to reroll or do
Could I
anything with that.
reroll? If I reroll, I get any penalties?
Yeah, you'll lose the basic, so you might as well do it.
You'll lose the basic. Yeah.
But,
Yeah, so-
basic's not adding anything, so you might as well
Yeah.
give it a go.
I remember your adrenaline you can spend as well, but that's
Yeah.
that.
I can never remember
Yeah.
what you can use adrenaline for, but
It's the same.
Isn't it adding with dice?
you can use an adrenaline to add a dice, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, adrenaline adds a dice. Yeah. Gear adds a dice if you can describe a piece of gear
So
that helps.
I've got an idea. So as we were basically leaving the landing tides, I reach down and I get a candy cane, a big candy cane, and I've got like some like twinkly lights, and I'll tie the twinkly lights onto the candy cane, and I'm like grappling hook to the sleigh in front. I'm trying to pull us quicker, basically, using Christmas appropriate
Fun.
stuff.
I'd like to announce that no reindeer were harmed in the running of this RPG.
Exactly. I mostly hop over some reindeer just to basically like not hurting the reindeer. So what is that a stunt roll?
It'll be a stunt. I'm going to say nerves and stunt because it's
Nerves and
Braun's
stunt,
more muscly, nerves is more
Yep.
focused. And,
So, all right, so
so we're at 2
and I'm going to spend I'm just gonna roll.
because we're waiting for the boss fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a crit and a basic, so I'm gonna re-roll. That is a extreme.
Nice.
So that increases it
Overtime.
by 2.
Not
So
3.
that's you up to 4.
Okay.
So yeah, critical increases by 1, extreme by 2,
Okay.
3 for it, and impossible is
Yeah.
possible. I don't know what you've been feeding the reindeer, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to stand at the back end of them.
Well, obviously we got. I pull out some snow.
Okay, I know I made a Hollywood gag early.
Send a secret stash.
Yeah.
So, John, are
Secret
you able to think of anything, or Douglas?
I am going to. I'm going to be cool and calm and collected, and I'm going to try to instill with the reindeer a sense of purpose and drive and cachet, right?
Okay. So
everybody's just stunned into silence.
because you already seduced them.
You already seduced a load of Grinches.
Okay, so I've got two.
No, I know what you have to use for your time.
Okay, I have two basics, so I'm gonna re-roll one of them, I guess. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Okay. I have to gently move them down. So these are fours in Japanese and Chinese.
So there's 4 fours.
5.
Is it?
Oof,
It's
enough.
the
Because
other
that
one.
green
I
one
can-
we
I
can't
can-
really see very
Because
well.
the
I can
one
never
at the-
see the silver one or the gold one. It is.
Yeah.
It's the same symbol.
We cannot see
Oh, okay,
it.
yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see. That's a bad symbol. That's a symbol for death. But anyway,
Shoo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's a really bad omen for the final fight. Yeah.
That's an impossible. So that's another 3.
So I think maxes you can always hit is 6. But yes, you are certainly way up there.
We need 12, you said?
Yes, but the max you can ever go up to on
It's
the
6.
Yeah.
thing
Okay.
is 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your need is 12 for the max you can ever go up, and your speed is 6. Because these are obviously because you're incentivizing the reindeer
Yeah.
and bring it up for it. They go up to. So John, I don't know if you can do anything because even you did something. I mean, you can roll and see if you can lower it down if you want.
I think I'm trying to climb outside and try to fix something. If I can see anything that needs fixing.
Yeah, it's a bit. This one isn't used before, you know.
This is like a scene from Elf.
I can't remember, but it was long before Elf, the Dudley Moore one. Santa Claus. I think there was a. I always remembered he filled up with candy and moved it.
Santa Claus the movie.
Yeah, it could be. It'd be a long time. I was a kid at the time, but yeah. I just remember it was Dudley Moore as an elf who just decided to leave it. Yeah.
Movie.
So yeah, you're fixing. You're keeping this steady. So you got a need for 6. So you're basically halfway there.
These reindeers definitely do not need to give up their nay job.
He's trying. He's holding. He's keeping it.
These reindeer need to be reined in.
No, they don't need to be reined in.
I thought that they did. I thought we were going too fast. Are we going to
No,
overtake
that's
Santa?
the whole point. Well, if we do,
You know what? What you probably notice, and I think this is probably a bit, you start noticing like the reindeer you have that the whatever's been there, suit and everything comes over, and the front one's actually got a red nose. So it turns out someone has obviously guised the reindeer and swapped them about.
Swap them. So we got Donna
maybe you've got the proper reindeer, hence why you're doing so well.
Yeah.
Is the weather turning? Is the weather turning so that his nose so bright can guide us with the sleigh tonight?
Yeah. It is foggy, but you're certainly getting the guidance from it. And it's almost like a homing beacon. It's like beep, 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 tracking into it. So, unsurprisingly, they are noticing that you're coming up. So what they start doing, they've got one gun on Santa, and then he starts throwing out from the sack, and then starts throwing these little Funko toy dolls things at you, bobbing, and they start exploding. Hey, I'm with the cool kids.
Funko Santa.
See, I mentioned Funko, and he's just cracked up.
Wow.
Little
Funko
bombs in
dolls.
their heads. That's why they're that shape, right?
Funko dolls. They awful make me feel sentimental.
So it blows up into it. So what I'm going to ask, as you're trying to dodge up, because you see these little explosions and puffs and the reindeer are getting through. So it is going to be another bronze and drive, and bronze and endure for the passengers.
Brawn and endure. Okay.
And you're wanting to get a crit, and anybody who doesn't, the speed goes down by 1.
Okay, so 5.
I mean, anybody fails, and it could even be grit damage.
I am going to re-roll those.
Oh,
I've only got 4 dice.
I got 2 basic.
Nope.
2
basic.
I got a basic, and I'm re-rolling.
Am I going to all or nothing it?
No, I've got a...
I'm gonna all or nothing it.
I've got nothing.
Right.
Because I might as well.
No,
Oops,
I didn't get
off.
anything.
No, I didn't. Get
So
that's a crit and a basic.
Nice. I didn't get anything.
2 and 2. So nobody got a basic even.
I got crit and a basic.
I
You got a crit and a basic.
I got a basic, but I spent it, and I didn't get any. I didn't improve it.
Right.
And I
So
have
you
a
rolled
1.
and you match up. Right.
And
I got 2 basics and I didn't get anything.
And I do have a 1.
Right. Okay.
if
That's
that matters. Or a
that,
skull.
a basic just means it's it goes down, but you don't.
So on this.
I think for you, though, did you get any 1s in that?
Yes.
So that's the grit damage you take, because you probably get one of
Yeah,
the.
I got
ones.
crit.
Yeah, you probably get one of the ones that it's got like a little grinning face. It's maybe like a Jack Frost one that's grinning at you.
Or it's a what they called a Jack Skellington. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a knockoff one because obviously
It's a knockoff one. Of course it is.
So it blows up and it hits into it. So I've got you down to 3 speed from the end of that. So it's back to you guys in this chase scene.
Come on, Dito.
Okay.
Oh, Mr.
Cool.
I'm getting impossibles tonight.
Yeah.
This is your equivalent of a Gandalf.
That's right. But it's because he's all oiled up and looking so, I mean, this is an epic...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you mentioned it all up earlier on. You were talking about.
I got only 1 basic success, so I'll try to re-roll it.
Yeah, because ideally you want a critical.
Use the scarf. Use the scarf.
Yeah, the scarf.
The scarf can make you win.
Yeah, but didn't allude to anything. Yeah.
Oh,
so you lost the basic.
Yeah.
Because you lost your basic, your speed will go down 1.
Sorry.
So
Santa's
because
getting
you
away.
need a minimum of basic, so because you lose it from it, so you're down to 2. The rest of you 3 guys, you still increase the speed somehow. But ideally, you would like to get to 6.
I'm going to again try to encourage them with.
Because now you know who they really are.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my flirtatious words on Rudolph and smooth talk him. So that's 5, not 6 dice. So I'm smooth talking Rudolph to make sure that he gets everybody else going faster. 2 basics.
Crits is always what you're looking for.
I got a basic.
Well, you don't lower the speed.
My smooth words are not working any longer.
So, Paul, Jonathan.
I will.
Yun, you've got to save the day.
I mean, he is throwing the stuff, so you could even shoot the stuff there.
Yeah, as he's throwing it, I'm going to basically shoot. I'm just going to pull the pistol out, aim, and basically shoot the stuff out of his hand as he's basically doing it, just to basically help. or stop it basically coming back.
The loud noises are scaring the
The
reindeer.
equivalent of what you're doing is distracting him, so the terrifying the reindeer to slow down, as in making your speed increase is the way it will.
Yes, yeah, basically. So that's 2 basic at the moment. So I get a free reroll. So I'm gonna free reroll because it's in the pistol.
Yeah.
That's currently an extreme.
Go for it.
I'll push it up to
Full
2.
success.
Extreme success, so you're back to 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to shoot. I'm inspired by
Violence,
Agent.
that's the way to go.
Inspired by violence. What's your character, Yin?
I'm the criminal.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes total sense.
No successes. I have a free reroll. So use that. Basic.
So that allows you to do a reroll. Yeah.
Mm.
Can I do a reroll for this? I only have an A, all or nothing button.
I will ignore if it says. I think I'm smart enough. I think it's just the way whoever's designed it hasn't, and we can do a fudge around.
So I roll this and see what's happening. Nothing happened. I roll.
Because I might fudge it given how close to the time we are.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
I might skip a bit of it.
Oh, no success. No more than simple.
Basic.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, just because I'm keeping an eye on the time here, is we're going to rush just to the final scene as a description. I think eventually you would eventually get to it at some point. The sleds come up. You're now sort of next to it. It's a bit of harming. Some of the reindeer don't like the explosions going on, the gunfire. They might put up with it when it's as a control. But you're now sort of neck to neck from it. So looking for a description. You see King there. He's looking angry. Just looking for some description. We'll probably just do this as a stunt rather than a big boss fight, because what we can do is the direct-to-DVD or streaming sequel next one. Just because I know Paul likes to finish up at 10, and 10 o'clock was what we were aiming for. Yeah. No, it's fine. And I don't want to drag on a fight scene from it, so we'll describe it in a way. So what we see is this less neck to neck. So someone wants to describe it. What we'll look for is some basic rules. What does everybody want to do? Fortunately, you're driving, keeping your sled parallel because you're up in the air flying this, but you've got it next to each other. He's got his gun on the side.
As I pull up to King, I look over and I always thought you had a resting Grinch face.
Okay, so just give me a shoot just to see how cool and effective it is. Any of you guys? Because you might.
I'm gonna jump over.
You're gonna jump. I'm gonna say that's a nerves and stunt.
Yep.
I'm gonna re-roll those. Get a free re-roll.
Nerves and stunt. All right.
Anything inspiring you on the sheet, or?
Only 2 basics, so I think that's a miss.
Okay, so I've got a basic. I don't have anything special in terms of re-rolling, so I'm going to re-roll. So I may lose the basic, or I may do something awesome. And they're 4s, so it could be horrible. Oh shit! Yeah, it's just a basic, and I lost it.
Yeah,
So-
I will use my. Sorry, go ahead, Douglas.
No. I'm either falling to my death, or I've grabbed on.
No, nobody's doing a fall to the death.
Okay, so I've grabbed.
You're climbing, yeah.
I've grabbed onto the sleigh, kind of bottom part.
I'm using my catchphrase. I got this, and I will point my gun while. Can I use my?
So no, what happens when you use your catchphrase? You gain a spotlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the spotlight allows you to either automatically extreme success.
Hmm.
Save somebody else if you want,
Oh, he's good.
or
No, I'm fine.
Or
remove a condition which you don't have, or you can
Yeah.
take control of the scene. I would say you're technically going to take control of the scene anyway,
Hmm.
but you could just do whatever
I
it
will
is you want.
can I do extreme success?
Yeah, if you want to do it from it. So describe what you're going to do.
I'm using my one hand to control the sled, and the other one I'm pointing my gun, and I try to snipe the king in the skull.
Okay, so you're shooting King into the side, so he goes over. And John, yourself, you see the shot?
Sorry?
Sorry, you're going for John's as well. So you shoot, he
Oh,
goes over to
yeah.
the side. So
I'm trying to jump on the leading reindeer and take control over where it's going.
Yeah, because Santa's obviously not going for it. So that's going to be a nerves and stunt as well. So looking for
Nerves and
that.
stunt, not my best.
Unless you can wing your catchphrase or set your flaw in some way and get a spotlight.
Or
Not
spend an
really.
adrenaline.
I spend the adrenaline for an extra die,
Yep.
and I got.
I'm
Then I
never
get.
clear if that stays with the rerolls or not, so I would just say it does, because otherwise.
Basic success. So I will re-roll. Oh, critical.
Critical.
Hey.
All right. I would say critical
Nice.
does it. So what we see is the scenes. One shot makes the pun. Maybe the bullet just didn't really. Oh God, I'm not going to kill somebody with a bad pun like that. Maybe he does it from the ball was gone. You're hanging on because you nearly lose your grip, but you stay on. Douglas, just keep it on. And then we just see that, right, this is how you're supposed to do it. We see King's flip. He goes over the edge into the misty fog. Mysterious death. We don't know. You do reel in. So you jump on, you reel in the reindeer, bring them into, and everything's kind of going back down. You safely dispose of the toys. As you arrive, just in the nick of time, because else, once you freed it, even though there's some slight structural damage and we see the smoke and coming off some of the areas and that, the elves will go right back to work, fix all the right toys,
Replace
give
the
the right
toys that were
gifts from it.
bombed.
Yeah, get rid of the bombs into the safety management faulty department, which is basically like a else in bomb disposal, EOD gear, basically get rid of
It's
them.
pretty scary that Santa needs a bomb disposal department.
You have no idea how many bad kids come.
Seriously. And I thought it was just coal.
So that is what happens. Isn't time to save Christmas. You guys are certainly rested up. You're given the celebratory candy canes, milk and cookies from it. And it's a big cheer, and we see Santa go off and cheer from it. Maybe not quite the way you want with the boss remotes, but that is how it works.
This
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
this
So that was
fun.
this
Thank
milk
you very
and
much.
this milk and cookies. This milk tastes like Russian vodka.
Yeah, the eggnog, yeah.
It's like
so
it's
if people
laced.
are okay for next week, I could do the
Sequel.
direct-to-streaming sequel, as I call it.
Santa 2. The Return of the
Festive
King.
Fury 2,
In
yes.
the VHS.
The VHS. Oh, the beta. The beta.
Okay.
box.
Yeah, I was going to say
Santa 2, The Return of the King.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's right.
Well,
and then
you will find what happened in the second one, because
and underneath with an asterisk, there's like be prepared for VAT and import taxes.
Yeah.
And
Batteries not
extremely
included.
expensive postal costs.
Batteries not included.
As I said earlier, no reindeer or elves were harmed in
hope
the
so.
making of this TTRPG.
None of the toys represented in this TTRPG are real, but are fictional.
Yeah, any actual representations, anything called a Funko is
It's purely coincidental.
That's fine.
Thank
So
you,
Yeah,
Bruce, very much.
Yeah, it's a very
I apologize.
fun
It was a
system.
bit of a last minute setup and changes, but that's
No.
just.
No.
But I did have the idea ready, and I've got the second one ready, so
No, it's
it
awesome.
should be a bit better.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're playing next week.
Next week will be
All
the
right,
other
so
one. Yeah,
I will ensure that I am here on time. So
it's fine. It's fine. We'll do a boss fight this time. Yeah.
All right.
I think it's just because, as I said, it's a bit there, but we'll let Paul head away.
Sorry.
Again, so.
No, it's okay.
I'm just very happy. I've just worked something out, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm in.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
sorry.
And we need to have a pun count of how many puns have been said over the course of the game. All right.
Yeah.
Have a great night,
Too
everybody.
much punishment.
Yeah, too much punishment was totally.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks anyway.
See you,
Cheers, thanks,
everybody.
Bruce.
That's great.
Take
Bye.
care, everyone.